Hi there, good afternoon. So today is Tuesday and this is week 2 of the course to nurture yourself, to take time for your own self-care through these difficult times. And firstly, I just want to wish you all well, wish you strength and courage and love and light through these times, and hope that you're finding some love around you as well. You've got love and support of others, whether it's just online, if you're not able to see people. So today I'm going to take you through, there's a little bit of theory to it, but we're not for very long. I'm going to help you in terms of building resilience in the body, and I'm going to introduce you to a sequence that you can use as a ritual throughout this time to help strengthen your mental resolve as well as your physical resilience. So hopefully it will help in both of those ways. So what we are looking at when we're looking at building resilience. So if you think about our immune system actually works across most of the body's systems. So the circulatory system, the endocrine system, the lymphatic system and the nervous system, all connected to our immune system. So in order to support our immune system, we have to support and strengthen our whole body. So if we look at it, go from the other angle and think of, well, what might weaken these systems of the body? One of the main things is going to be stress. And that's going to be one of the biggest challenges that everybody's facing at the moment, is this, anxious thoughts, this whole uncertainty and even overwhelm. We've got no idea what it's going to look like. So that's a real challenge for us as human beings, because we like certainty. We like to know what's going to happen. So there'll be a lot of people, and if you are struggling with anxious thoughts at the moment, just know that this is normal. You can think of it as it's a normal reaction to an abnormal situation. And just in that acceptance of it being okay for you to feel these anxious thoughts, that's going to help when we try and suppress these things, when we try and ignore our emotions and our negative feelings. That's when we get into difficulties. So we want to find a healthy way to allow what's going on at the moment, allow ourselves to feel what we're feeling, but just not stay there too long, and to find strategies where we can strengthen ourselves to be able to cope better with what's going on. So it's not just a case of being staying positive through these times, or it's not just a case of ignoring it either. That's not a healthy reaction, but to allow what is. And this comes through recognizing you're probably going to need extra rest at the moment, and that's okay. You're also going to need time away from thinking about it, where you put yourself into a slowed down state, a more mindful state of mind, when you're focused on one thing that's actually strengthening all the systems in the body, but also giving you just some respite from it all. And that's what I'm hoping to achieve in this practice with you today. So I'm going to invite you just to find a seat. If you've got a mat, great. If you've not, just a rug, that's fine. I'm actually indoors today, unusually, because we had snow in Dubrovnik this morning, would you believe? Crazy times. And I've got my favourite stress relief with me today. It's just in the corner there. That's my cat Lucky Boots, who travelled from UK to Croatia with me, and he's my stress management system here. So I'm going to invite you to sit just with your legs crossed for now. We're going to massage the feet just while we ground ourselves. So if you've not done it yet, I'd recommend going on to the webpage and trying out some of the grounding practices. That's going to be really important for these times, to take us out of this busy mind that causes this stress and bring us into our bodies. Most importantly, through these times, we want to be really gentle with ourselves. I learned this only actually over the last few years, that actually the key to healing is self-compassion. So just allowing yourself to be where you are right now, to honour your body and honour the sensations in your body, is the ultimate in self-care. So as we go through this practice, I'm going to encourage you to rest whenever you need to, not just when I'm saying have a rest now, because actually I don't know how you're feeling. So you know best what's right for you. This is where this kind of the cornerstone of all self-care for is you to know what's right for you. So let's massage the feet where I talked to you a bit about rituals. I don't know if you have this, but I have a lot of this, which is decision fatigue. You know, I get fed up of having to make all the decisions, you know, about work, life, you know, all these different options of things to do. So a lot of us can struggle with overwhelm, and especially say if you're, I know a lot of you are either working from home or you're off work and you've got all this time, you can suffer from decision fatigue about what to do in any given moment. Now, what can help take away decision or help reduce overwhelm caused by decision fatigue is rituals. Rituals are wonderful because they actually bring a little bit of certainty into an uncertain world. So this practice that you do today, my aim is for maybe to take some of the little mini routines and have these as rituals. Of course, best time of day is to do it first thing in the morning, but not always possible. So, but yes, would be a good one. You've already got one video, building resilience and morning practice. This is going to be one you can do at any time, and it's a bit more of an extended one. So you've given the feet a nice good old massage. And I'm going to combine, it's not just going to be yoga today, I'm going to combine this with a bit of Tai Chi, Qigong, which is one of the best practices you can do for a slower, more mindful, stress-reducing practice, but also for strengthening the body, because what it does, it circulates the energy around the body. So if we think about the body and the universe actually in terms of energy, vibration and frequency, this is how we stay strong, is by keeping this energy system really strong. So, and I love Tai Chi just for slowing everything down, you know. When our thoughts are frantic, we want to try and slow down our bodies. So we're going to come to standing. We're going to do it carefully. I'm going to move a little further back so you can see me and see my feet. I'm going to invite you to do this, even if you've just joined. I can see a couple of people there. Hi Jessica, hi Sarah, and another Sarah coming just now. So I'm going to invite you to join me for this. We're going to do a Tai Chi warm-up. I love a Tai Chi warm-up. It's very grounding. But you're going to start just low down, just pushing the knees away. Just creating a little bit of freedom of movement here. And then we're going to come to standing by taking the legs a little further apart. And already we're starting to move, just placing the feet one at a time. Imagine that you've got, and actually these are the, relates to the kidney points in the body, but the base of the big toe, base of the little toe, and the centre of the heel. Imagine those 3 points and try and plug those down into the earth. Maybe picking the toes up, really focus on the feet to start with. Start to bring the hands up to the thighs. Start to just transfer the weight side to side, maybe just swinging the hips slightly side to side as you find your feet. And we're going to take a stance that's not too wide, but wider than hip width. I'm a Tai Chi ready position, we call it. So we work with in Tai Chi the Dantian, and that's here, kind of our centre of gravity. That's our Dantian. This sequence today that I've kind of put together, the other one was smiling from your armpits. This one we're going to try and get the sunlight in your belly. So this is kind of the control centre of all our body. This Dantian, but we're going to just place the hands on this area here, down into the belly. I'm going to roll the shoulders back. The knees are just soft, and just let the tailbone go heavy so that you feel this sense of just being planted into the earth here. And then you're just going to breathe into the hands. And close the eyes. See if you can find your balance on your feet, those 3 places in the feet, anchoring you in. The feet are relaxed, the toes are spread out. And as you breathe in, imagine this tiny sun right in your dantian. And as you breathe in, you breathe in the sunlight into your belly. And as you breathe out, you slightly kind of compress that sun energy in the belly. Breathing in the sunlight and breathing out, and feel that energy just condensing there in the belly. So the stronger our dantian is here, the stronger the whole overall energy is in the body, the stronger the whole overall energy is in the body, the stronger the systems are, including the immune system. So whatever you're doing this week, just try and think of that, breathing in the sunlight into your belly. You can do this as you're walking along. You can do this as you're lying down, having the hands just from here as well. And try and increase that sunlight in the body, in the belly. As you breathe in now, feel that sun start to expand as you breathe in. Expand it in all directions. So like it's a sphere in the belly. And then as you exhale, compress and squeeze and condense that energy. You can even imagine the body getting stronger here. And we're going to keep the sunlight in the belly. As you give everything a shake out. And open the eyes. Maybe kick out the legs as well. So hopefully you'll practice that every day. Just go outside first thing in the morning. Practice bringing the sunlight into the belly. You can feel this strength, this even courageousness in the belly here. So now next one, this is called rise and fall. Again, the feet a little wider than hip width apart. So find your firm, ready position. The tailbone's just dropping down. We're not tucking under, we're not sticking out. Just feel it heavy. As if from the tailbone, you're anchored into the earth as well. Going to start with the arms in front. We're just literally going to lift up the arms to shoulder height. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, bring the hands down. Back down onto the thighs. Breathing in. Now, if you're used to a busy life, a busy practice, this can be a little challenging for you to slow down. But actually, the slower we go, the more strength and control it requires. And just linking the breath to the movement here. Breathing in as you lift the arms, the shoulders relaxed. Breathing out, pressing them down. You slow down the nervous system. We start to bring our bodies into a state of balance. We start to find that calm within. Now we're going to just add in the legs. So as you lift the arms, straighten the legs, not locking them out. As you exhale, just pressing down, sinking down. Knees slightly bend. Inhale. It's just rise and fall. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. And just taking a short pause here to check in with the body. One thing Tai Chi does, it circulates the energy. It's subtle. Just try and tune in to that energy flow in the body. This is what's strengthening us now. Okay, work into the shoulders. We hold so much in the shoulders, don't we? And I know a lot of you will be, looking after other people, carrying the weight of the world on the shoulders. Let's just release some of that. We don't need it in the body. What we're going to do is we're going to tighten up the shoulders. Inhale and exhale, release the tension. Inhale, take the ears up towards the shoulders. Oh, feel all that you've been carrying, and as you breathe out, let it all go, as if taking off that heavy rucksack. Inhale. Exhale, release the shoulders. Notice the contrast. By tightening, and then releasing the tension, we start to let go of tension that we maybe did know about, but also tension that we didn't know about. I don't know about you, but I can feel this as I do this. I'm thinking, I didn't know that was there. And then as you breathe out, you can just go and just let go. How nice does it feel just to let go for a little while? Take one more. Again, just shake everything out, flicking any dead energy that's just been circulated there. The next one we're going to do, just going to get everything moving, just going to start to swing the arms. And you're just going to give yourself a little tap on the opposite shoulder. So imagine that you've got a coat on with no sleeves and you're spinning. Just look over one shoulder at a time and give yourself a pat just in between the shoulder blades if you can. If you want to, and try it with the breath, it's just a breath out as you hit yourself just between the shoulder blades. And just keep going, do a few more of those there. And then slowly coming to stop. So we're going to start to circulate the chi now. I've been loving this one actually. I don't know exactly what it's called, but we're going to be moving from the dantian. So just remind yourself where your dantian is. So if your thumbs are together, fingertips facing down, right in the centre there, our centre of gravity. It's like a powerhouse of the body. We're going to be moving from here. I'm calling this tabletop. So what we're going to do is have the feet slightly further apart, just turned out, comfortable distance. Don't need to be really exact with it. The hands are down, so it's like we're DJing, okay? But not really. We're going to shift to the right, bending the right leg. And we're going to just lift the arms just above their shoulder height. Shift to the left. Shift to the right as the hands go to the right. And shift to the left. So this is kind of circulating and strengthening all that chi around the dantian. Now, what's actually happening is the movement is coming from here. The movement's starting from the dantian. Just think of it as a big circle going around. And then the arms start to follow. We'll be using this move in the sequence later on. So just kind of warming everything up, slowing everything down. These movements using squat type position are really useful for strengthening the body, but also they warm the body, they build heat. How nice is that? I don't know, I get excited about the oddest things, but turning the tables, that's what I'm calling it, turning the tables. So give everything a shake out. Now there is a sequence that maybe you've done called the Earth Salutation that I'm going to start to, I've been building on this to create this sequence of building resilience. So we're going to start with an Earth Salutation, and it's going to lead us into, I'm calling it a sun mandala, but it's all about getting the sunlight in the belly. Just think of that. If you do nothing else, and just follow and watch and just think, sunlight in my belly, it's going to strengthen you. So we're going to hold the hands just clasped. So we're going to just shift the weight from side to side here. And as you do that, you want to just check that the knees just go over the ankles. If they go further over the ankle, just like I'm there, take the legs a little further apart. We just want gentle sensation in the inner thighs here. We're going to just imagine holding that sun in your hands here. This first part is actually connecting us to the earth. It's for grounding. So we inhale, we bring the hands up, we straighten the legs out, hands come to the chest. And as you exhale, you're going to press the palms down towards the floor. Don't worry about the breath too much, as long as you're breathing, naturally. And it doesn't matter if you don't synchronize the breath. Now we're going to lift the palms up towards the ceiling. Now make sure you don't lift up the shoulders, relax the shoulders. And then we're going to release the arms, straighten the legs. Second part, we inhale, we lift the hands up chest height, again without lifting up the shoulders. We're going to turn the left foot in and the right foot out. So we turn to lunge to the right and you push your palms away from you. You stay grounded in that back foot. Push the palms away from you. Now you're going to take another mudra with just the forefingers pointing. And you're going to point to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you bring the feet back round to where we started. We straighten the legs, you press the arms down. We inhale, we bring the hands to the chest. We're going to go the other way. So the right foot comes in, the left foot goes out. You push away with the palms. You inhale and you point to the ceiling. And you exhale, open the arms, come back to the start. But this time we start with our feet parallel. We inhale, we bring the hands up towards the chest. You exhale, take the tailbone back and go down and just kiss the earth with the fingers. Hands are still in the basket. Now here we're going to bring the heels in. You're going to lift the head. So we're in a squat. You're going to push the palms away. Take them full circle. Reaching up towards the sky. And then exhale, open the arms out. Okay. Our next part here, we're going to bring the thumb and forefinger together. We're going to inhale and draw a circle of golden light around us. And as you exhale, you're going to turn the right foot and turn the left foot and open the arms, spiraling the chest towards the right. So your chest is over the right thigh. Now with the hands, what we're going to do, start with the palms facing upwards, so the forefinger and the thumb are together. Keep grounded through that back foot. As you inhale, you're going to round and bring the backs of the hands together, working with the anatomical spirals in the body. Now as you exhale, open the chest and open the arms. Allow the sunlight to come into your belly. You're going to inhale and you're going to round. You just go as far as feels nice for you. You exhale and you open. We inhale, round, exhale, open. We do one more. Inhale, open up the back of the lungs. Exhale, allow the sunlight into the belly. And hold the heart open here, hold the belly open here. Feel the sunlight in the dantian. Our next move is a bit like a lasso. It's a bit tricky. So it's this left hand, you might want to watch first, is going to sweep across in front, over the right thigh. You're going to circle it over and bring it all the way around to a lasso. Now the right hand comes to meet it, and then we're going to shift the weight. We're going to take this turn of the tables over the top, whoosh, towards the right. Now from here, it's a bit balancing, it's good for our strength. We're going to bring the right leg behind. It's kind of like a skater, but that's, playing the piano on the side. Now we're going to open the arms. With the right leg, we're going to just kind of draw a figure of 8. We're going to bring the knee across the body, the hands come together, then we're going to open the leg out, stand up tall. Cross the body, backs of the hands cross, open out. We'll do this 4 times. Across and open. One more. Cross and open. Now bring the right leg behind, the right arm. We're going to draw the sun all full circle here. We're going to bring the right leg forward. Nice balance. We're going to wrap the leg over the other leg. We're just going to wrap the legs up. Some of you go to full eagle, some of you just have one leg on top of the other. That's fine. We're going to sink down, take the tailbone back, bring the right arm underneath the left. Eagle arms. Pushing the elbows away. Smiling and breathing. Building strength, building strength, building strength. A little bit of a challenge. And release. And give everything a shake out. So, that's kind of the whole sequence on one side. Tie my hair back. It's getting out of control. Is anybody else having that thing you could really have done with the hairdressers about 6 weeks ago? It's about to go out of control. Embracing the wild woman. Loving it. So, let's find this stable base. We start with an earth salutation, then we're going to do the left, and we're going to do the other side. So the hands are clasped. So, inhale, we straighten the legs as the hands just come chest height, shoulders stay down. The exhale, we're pressing down. The movements just link together. We inhale, take the palms up towards the ceiling without lifting up the shoulders. And exhale, press the arms down. We inhale, bring the hands to the chest. We turn the right foot in, the left foot out, and we push away. We point to the sky as you inhale. And exhale, open the arms, come back to the beginning. We inhale, hands to chest, turn left foot in, right foot out, and we push away. We sweep, we point to the sky, and we exhale. We open, part 4, feet are parallel for this one. Inhale, same beginning, exhale, touch the earth with the palms. Press down, tailbone back. Inhale as you lift the head, drop the tailbone, arms come up. One big swoop. And exhale. Release the hands. Bring the thumb and the forefinger together. Inhale, big ball of golden light. Circle of golden light around you. Exhale and open out to the left. So chest open, palms lifted. So smile from your armpits here and let the sunlight into your belly. Inhale. And round, exhale. So we know we're doing 4, but we don't want to think 4 repetitions. We want it to last as long as we can and be mindful at every one. So we're rounding. Feel what's happening around the shoulder blades. Okay, working with the anatomical spirals. This is all helping to rid the stress from the body at the same time as strengthening. We're going to hold with the arms open. This time we're doing our lasso with the right arm. We're sweeping over. Bring the hand back towards the left hand. Palms turn down. We adjust the feet. So we've got them both turned out. We turn the tables. We go over the top, shifting the weight to the other side. Okay. We bring that left leg in. With the arms, we go over, round in as the knee comes across the body. Open the knee out as you open out the arms. Over. So notice it's kind of equal and opposite, but we're freeing up movement, like freeing up space around the hip where we hold a lot of our attention as well. Over, open, bring the left foot behind, the left arm, we're going to go. We're going to bring the arm over the top. Ooh, nice side stretch. Do this as slowly as you can, this sequence. Relax the arms, extend out the left leg in front, then wrap the legs up. The left arm comes under right. You can sink right down in your eagle. Just go as far as feels nice. Push away with the elbows. There's quite a lot of balance to this sequence. That's good for building strength. We're building our stability. Lifting up, jumping out, and giving the legs a shake. So we're just going to stand back in our ready position with our hands on the dantian. We're going to try and sense that energy. Close the eyes and see if you can picture that tiny sun in the belly. Breathing in, filling up the dantian. breathing out, compressing that lovely sun energy there. And the stronger your Dantian, also known as lower heaven, the stronger your chi, the stronger your energy, the stronger your system overall. Feel the strength of a warrior, a sunlight warrior, filled with golden sunlight in the belly. And slowly close the eye, open the eyes, and bring the feet together. Just allow the hands to fall at the sides. Plug down into the feet and feel the crown of the head extend towards the sky. And take a moment just to notice how you're feeling. You may notice warmth in the hands. Good, and we're going to slowly come down onto the floor. So, you might want a block for this one, you don't necessarily need one. I'm just going to have a blanket here for this one. I'm going to lay down onto the back. And we're going to place the blanket or block underneath the sacrum. So that's not the small of the back, it's not where the curve is, it's lower down. It's that flat bone just before the crease in your bum starts. So we're going to lay down, just place something or other. Just not, so I've just got a rolled up blanket today. Sometimes it might be a yoga block. And we're just going to take the legs up in the air. And we're going to take the arms out to the side. The arms open. Just make sure the shoulders are flat down on the floor. I'm just going to come up to seated. Now you know what you're doing, just so I can talk to you. So just let's try and let the legs relax. We did a lot of strengthening, sending a lot of energy there. We're just going to drain all that heaviness out the legs. Anything the legs need to release. And again, just giving ourselves that time, that space. The legs aren't locked out. They're literally just dangling. Will require a little bit of effort. Now slowly we're going to bring the feet down to the floor. Now you're going to lift off the hips and just take your block out from underneath you. You may want to place it between the thighs. So it's about a cushion width, and my blanket kind of works all right for this, and block would, a book would too. We're just going to start to feel where the gap is between the lower back and the floor here. We're just going to start to iron out that back and then start to tip the pelvis upwards. And so we come up to a bridge. And we're going to take the arms. So just building on what we've done before, we're going to take the arms to cactus arms. So the elbows out to the side, the palms facing upwards, the arms making right angles to the body. Cactus, also known as goddess arms. Make sure the shoulder blades are flat. Having the block there just means that you are having to hold something between the thighs so that they're not flailing out to the side. This will require a little bit of effort. It'll also engage the deep core muscles. It'll engage everywhere we want to engage. Now focus on the feet and press down on those 3 points in the feet down into the floor. And feel that leverage as you push down, the hips will lift. And now imagine the sunlight coming into the belly, and do that exercise once more. Breathing in into the dantian, breathing in the sunlight into the belly. Breathing out, just compressing that lovely golden light in the belly. Breathing in the sunlight into the belly. breathing out and compressing and squeezing. Just one more, make it a really good one. Breathe in that lovely golden healing light into your dantian, just your lower belly there. And as you breathe out, compress that energy there in the belly. You're going to hold it there. We're going to take the block out from underneath, between your knees, and just start to lower down, peel the spine back down on the mat until it lands. And wait. Rest here. Maybe you've been doing yoga a long time. Probably your instinct after a bridge is to go straight into knees to the chest. My thoughts on this are the magic happens in the space. The body needs a chance to just process what it's done after that strong bridge lift. So holding in constructive rest here gives the body that chance for just complete nothingness. And you know, we can take a lot of our lessons that we've got on the mat out into our sort of daily life at the moment. I'd recommend, you know, consider this fact that life is a balance between rest and movement. You know, I'm wondering whether this whole thing is like, you know, we're being forced to slow down here. Take as much rest as you do movement, so you have periods of time where you're active, whether it's, you know, doing something around the house, whether you're doing some movement, whether you're going out for your walk, is it one walk a day, and then take time for complete rest and let your body process it. So now we've had that rest, you can bring the knees to the chest and give yourself a hug. And really feel all that golden sunlight that we've got there in our belly. Just think of it. This is what strengthens us. The whole sort of power center of our body, right there, the dantian, which is D-A-N-T-I-N. I'll put T-I-A-N. I'll put it in the supporting materials of the course, which will be on this afternoon. You can read more about that. Now the next one we're going to do is a supported coupler's pose. So Supta Baddha Konasana, but also, in fact, just a reclining coupler's pose let's do today. We'll maybe build on this as the weeks go on. So all you're going to do is stay lying down, but bring the soles of the feet together and just let the knees fall out to the side. What you might want to do is have a cushion underneath each of the knees, one underneath each of the knees. That's a bit of a tongue twister. And then we're going to bring the hands a little different. This one, I'm going to show you. One hand just on the heart and the chest, one hand on the belly. And this really helps soothe us. I do this when I'm anxious. I'll place a hand on my belly, hand on my heart, and I'll breathe into both hands. I learnt it somewhere, but I'm teaching it because I've found from first-hand experience it also works really well. So I'm hoping it works for you. You can do this from wherever you are. If you're feeling discombobulated, overwhelmed, having anxious, fearful thoughts, just place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. And just allow the hips to relax as the knees fall out to the side. The minute that this becomes stressful, just bring the knees back in. There's no competition. What you might find is a slight little tremor when you're in this position, and that's okay. That's the body naturally kind of shaking out its stress. So it can be useful. And if you find that there is a pose that you're doing, if there's something that you're doing in this sequence or in any of the other sequences where your body goes, yes, I needed that, do more of that, you know, follow your body's instinct because it knows what's right for you. Notice how calming that is. Now to come out this pose, take the hands either side of the knees and just draw the knees back together. Now we're going to release the arms out to the side, the body. Now you're going to bring the right knee over onto the left knee. Take both legs over to the left. Have a good wriggle and a fidget so you're in a twist. It's a very personal thing. Doesn't matter, I can't see you. You're welcome. Bye, Sarah. Hope to see you in Croatia soon. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And hi Tanya, just where you arrived as well. So just rest in. You want to find that position where you could, if you needed to, hold it for about 15 minutes, but you're still getting sensation. Your body will instinctively know where to go into this twist so that you feel something kind of go, yeah, that's it. And this is like the rinse out at the end of the practice. It's like the body, it's like this. It's a like dirty dishcloth. I'm not saying you're all dirty dishcloths, but imagine we've just had, this rinse out, and at the end we're just going to squeeze out that last of the debris. Let's take the knees over to the other side. Rest them over to the right. Taking a moment to fidget, making sure your shoulder blades are flat on the mat. And just finding that place of rest. Throughout this time, take as much rest as you need. This is a really good opportunity. I shouldn't say good, it's an opportunity, because if you're at home, you've got this time. It's a really good chance to get to know yourself. And this is how we exercise self-care. So I can't actually just give you a manual for self-care, and you've done it. Self-care is actually getting to know your body. How do you understand it? And this is the important part. Learn to listen to the body's whispers that tell you what's right for you in any moment. Listen to the body's whispers. Whispers to us. Sometimes if we're not listening, that whisper will get a bit harder, until we have a big sledgehammer across the head going, you're going to wake up now and listen to me. And let's bring the knees back through center. Give yourself a hug, and maybe that's what Mother Earth's doing at the moment. Are you listening yet? Are you listening? I've been whispering for a while. You've not been listening. So bring the knees into the chest. Who knows? Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Now, if there's anything else, and let's just practice that for the first time. Like, listen to your body's whispers right now. How else does it need to move before you can completely relax into Shavasana? Is there something else you need to do? It might be a happy baby. I was going to rock back and show you from here. I think I'll move on to my side to show you the happy baby, funnily enough. Lay on the back, feet in the air, hands to the edge of the feet or edge of the calves, and drawing the knees into the chest and just having a rock and roll there. Yeah, it's not the glamour position, You don't see anybody taking photos and posting selfies of themselves in happy baby, do you? Yet it's one of the best poses you can do. Shows you the ridiculousness of the Instagram yoga culture. But it's all about what it feels like, not what it looks like. So listen to your body's whispers. Let this be one of the messages of today. It's okay to have emotions, and to allow them. Take plenty of rest, and rest until they've passed through you. Get the sunlight in your belly. Feel the sunlight in your belly to strengthen your overall energy, your chi. And for self-care, learn to listen to the body's whispers. So when you're ready, you can lay down on your back. And now you can either have the hands both on the dantian, as we did in the standing sequence, or one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, or the arms out to the side, whichever feels right for you. It's a nice nurturing, nourishing one with a hand on chest, hand on belly. A bit more for the power, strengthening with both hands on the lower belly. With the arms out to the side, that's just kind of like complete surrender. Bring in whatever needs brought into the body. So close the eyes and let's just start with some deep breaths. Deep breathing into the belly. Breathe in the sunlight into the belly. As you breathe out, just feel that sunlight get compressed in the belly. Strength and power is going to be there. Breathing in sunlight into the belly. And breathing out. It just gets lighter, more concentrated. Allow that tiny sun in your lower belly to expand in all directions as you breathe. And keeping the breath just nice and smooth and even now. As you breathe in, breathe the sunlight into your belly. As you breathe out with all that lovely condensed energy now, just let it just start to disperse outwards throughout the whole of the body. Breathing in, feeling it strengthen, that sun there, and breathing out, just pushing that energy around the body, down the limbs, up the spine, into the head. Push that energy down into the muscles, the bones, every sinew and tissue in the body, every cell, filled with pure golden light. Until you feel this lovely warm glow throughout the whole of the body. Just a glow, not a fierce fire, just a nice warm glow. Feel the body strong, resilient, intelligent. Notice how good it feels just to rest. But with the energy flowing, the movements, put ourselves into the state that we can do this for it to be really, really useful, constructive, efficient rest. Total rest. Now if you want to stay a little longer, then you can pause the video now, or just check in for now and see how you're feeling. If you're feeling nice, take the tip of the thumb, tip of the forefinger together on each hand. Let's seal in that lovely golden energy. You know, we're always stronger than we think we are. This is where we are right now. And we're able to handle it. There's not much else we can do but just strengthen ourselves. Feel yourself getting stronger, lighter and brighter on every breath. Just start to take some deeper breaths now. Just start to wake yourself up. Yawn and stretch and move around in whatever way feels good. And eventually bring the knees to the chest. Give yourself a hug. Did anybody do the 12 hugs a day? I'm wondering. If anyone's in Topsham, I know some of you might be in Topsham right now, go and speak to Simon, the big issue seller. I don't know if he's still there. He knows about 12 hugs a day. Roped him in on that. So let's roll onto the side. Give yourself a hug. Nice nourishing hug. Tell yourself you're doing well. Remind yourself you've got this. You've got this. You're stronger than you think you are. And then slowly, 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 just start to bring yourself up to seat. Keep the eyes closed if you can. Bring the hands in front of the chest and rub the palms together as fast as you can. Just place the palms over the eyes. Just let the eyes be bathed. And then I'm going to slowly take the hands away. Blink the eyes open. Start to bring the hands together. And bring the hands down to the heart. So from my heart to your heart, from the sunlight in my belly to the sunlight in your belly. Namaste. Namaste. Sending healing, light and love to all. Thank you for joining me. Hi Liz, I've just seen you cropped up as well. So thank you for joining me. This is going to stay on here. I'm also going to put it on the webpage for you to practice. You can take bits of it. You can do the whole thing, however much time you've got. But whatever you're doing this week, try and just get a bit of sunlight in your belly to strengthen you. Smile from your armpits, sunlight in your belly. Let's see what next week brings. Namaste.